All right, we are back. Michael Knowles.
I've been gone so
You
long.
have been so long, I've forgotten who you were.
I grew a beard. That's how long I've been
I
gone.
said, I'm not shaving till that boy is safely home. That's
my protest. Yeah.
I have to say, I'm really glad we're doing the backstage thing because over the weekend, Cassie Dillon was on Twitter and somebody attacked her on Twitter and said she has sold her soul for the cocktail conservatism of Ben Shapiro. Mm-hmm. And I thought, I sold my soul to Ben. I didn't get any cocktails.
Where's the cocktail? Yeah.
Where are the cocktails?
I have to bring my own cocktails when I come here at 9 in the morning. All right?
I know. So at least
I got to renegotiate my contract.
On the backstage show, we get the cocktail. So Another Kingdom's coming to an end already.
I know. This is pretty sad.
I know.
This is the greatest Christmas gift that anybody can give to one another. You'll be able to watch the whole thing. It'll all be out by Christmas.
It'll all be out by Christmas. We actually planned it right this time. We kind of got a little messed up last time, but there's still a third season. I hope we'll do the third season.
Well, from the numbers, it looks like we will.
It's been really well.
It's been really popular.
You are now the most famous actor in California who doesn't have a job.
I think that, yeah, I'm certainly the most famous conservative actor other than Clint Eastwood. Yes. But I'm also the only one who's occasionally employed. So I guess that's it.
You and Clint, that's it. Yeah. That's the entire list.
That's right.
So,
it makes sense, by the way, because Clint talked to an empty chair and I wrote an empty book. Maybe this is the secret.
Wait a minute. It's the emptiness. It's the emptiness of conservatism that we're trying to So I wanted to talk. You're our cultural correspondent.
Yes.
So I wanted to talk about the war on Christmas because how goes the war on Christmas?
I've got, first of all, we should correct some conservatives, even conservatives, deny the war on Christmas.
This is amazing to me.
It's amazing.
It's amazing, yeah.
Do you know the majority of Americans deny the war on Christmas? The majority of Republicans deny the war on Christmas.
Really?
There is a war on Christmas.
It's gaslighting.
It is gaslighting. It obviously exists.
Did you ever see the movie Mars Attacks?
Oh, one of the great movies.
Isn't that a great where they run around going, we come in peace? Yeah. There's no war on Christmas.
There's no war on Christmas. Happy holiday, happy holiday. Well, in Boston in 2005, they officially renamed the Christmas tree the holiday tree.
They did.
They did. It became the official Boston Common holiday tree. The Obamas, when they were in the White House, removed the word Christmas from the Christmas card.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. You can look at all of the White House Christmas cards. Virtually all of them say Merry Christmas, Holly here, all this.
For some reason, I got a Christmas card under W, but I haven't gotten one since. I don't know why.
What? Even under this guy?
I don't know.
Did
he send you a Christmas card?
I haven't gotten mine either, actually. And he has my address.
You're on Fox and Friends. You may get
I have
one.
Breakfast with him at least once a week. Yeah. So the Obamas remove Christmas. What I've heard about the White House Christmas card is that it is the biggest, gaudiest, most Christmassy Christmas card. This is according to Rep. Jim Cooper, Democrat. He said it's the gaudiest Christmas card he's ever seen.
He's complaining.
He's complaining about it's probably 18 inches high. It says Merry Christmas. So that's a great thing. You'll remember Barack Obama tried to force nuns to pay for abortions.
Yes.
There was a long legal battle.
Oh, they don't like that?
They apparently don't like this. Donald Trump invited a group of nuns in full habit to sing at the lighting of the White House Christmas tree.
I mean, this is what you got to love about Trump. There are things about Trump that drive me insane because he's doing such a good job, but he steps on his own feet. But this is the stuff I love about him. He understands the culture war. He really does.
That's right. He is. I mean, he is the culture war.
Yeah, he is the culture war. Yeah.
He's afraid of the storm. I am the storm. I am. So he brings the nuns.
Bear, yeah.
I mean, I think he must have called up his religious advisor and said, "I need the most Catholic. I want the most if they can have a glowing sign on their head." So they've got this, and then you see it most clearly, by the way, at Starbucks.
Yeah, because everybody always complains about those cups.
Yes.
Starbucks cups. So what happened?
You can trace them. You can say, I think we have the pictures. You can see from the beginning of Starbucks to the present, we've got, snowflakes and holly and all this nice stuff. In 2015, it became just a red cup. It became a red, just nothing on it. 2016, it was worse. It was a green cup with this mosaic of random people, and there was no sense of the Christmas season at all. Then the next year, Donald Trump is already elected. You get red and white again, a little snowflake, some presents, a little hand-holding. 2018, I've got holly, I've got twinkling stars.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. I went into Starbucks.
I want the Magi.
Oh, it was
Next
great.
year's like a little crash.
I just kicked in the door on November 1st. I was Christmas music already playing. It's Christmas blends of coffee. And so, obviously, the war on Christmas in America, this goes back very far. It goes back to the Puritans.
Right.
It goes about the Puritans outlawed Christmas.
Oh,
they
that's
wanted
right.
people to work on
I
Christmas.
forgot about that. The Puritans hated Christmas.
Oh, they hated it. This has a long-standing history. But really in the 21st century, that's when it kicks in. Walmart is taking Christmas out of their marketing. Target, same thing. Best Buy, same thing. Philadelphia's Christmas Village ditched the word Christmas.
Really?
So it really had been getting to a fever pitch.
Yeah.
Donald Trump comes in, and he said it explicitly this year at the tree lighting too. Merry Christmas. Did you hear me? Merry Christmas. Yes, he said it again. But because people can't ever be happy, they can't simply be content with what we've got. I have now gotten my ire up because of the war on Advent. The war on Advent.
I have to tell you, I have a little bit of war on Advent in me because I'm an Episcopalian and I go to a very Catholic Episcopalian church. So
yes.
I mean, the liturgy there must be the same as the liturgy at your.
Oh, I assume it's much more Catholic at ours. It's acoustic guitars.
It is. I mean, we still have the these and those. We use the old liturgy and everything like this, but Catholics and Episcopalians are very grumpy about Advent. I mean, to me, it's the Christmas season, right? We start singing Christmas carols. They will not sing a Christmas carol in an Advent ceremony. And I'm like, give me some. You know, it's kind of like, no. This is Christianity. No joy.
No joy. No.
What do you know that rejoice evermore? Not in Advent. It's like,
you must eat your dessert before dinner, don't you? Don't you say someone serves you a beautiful salad and steak? You say chocolate pudding, please.
Bring me the pudding.
Bring me the pudding. That's right. But it is, it's, so here's the thing. I mean, this is the thing with Trump.
Yeah.
Conservatives who are upset, oh, he tweets, oh, he doesn't say this right, he doesn't know what the Supreme Court does. Yeah, okay, fine, fine, I get it. Deal with that tomorrow. It is a good thing that Christmas is winning the war on Christmas.
There's no question about this. It is important. Yes.
And now the war on tomorrow, we'll work on the war on Advent.
So what's the war on Advent?
The war on Advent is that Advent is a penitential season. So Advent comes before Christmas. We want to rush everything. Starbucks is playing Christmas music on November 1st.
Yeah.
But it's a penitential season where you explore the mysteries of death, judgment, heaven, and hell. And you explore these mysteries because I know, isn't this exciting? But you need to understand those mysteries, because then you can celebrate Christmas at the end. Otherwise, Christmas just becomes this kind of superficial, shallow celebration, and you wonder why you're happy.
Why? When does Santa Claus drink Coke? That's what I want to get to the point where Santa Claus drinks the Coca-Cola.
It's 5 mysteries, really. Death, judgment, heaven, and hell, and how Santa eats all of those cookies while guzzling down the Coca-Cola in his sleigh. That is a big mystery. That's right.
Now, I sort of have sympathy for this because I do. They come out. For those of you who don't go to these liturgies, they come out and they walk counterclockwise to talk, so it's about repentance and penitential misery.
But just flogging yourself.
The thing is, Christmas is supposed to be 12 days long.
That's right.
So if you celebrated 12 days of Christmas, I could see why you would have 24 days of penitential Advent. But in America, Christmas is this one day, and then you're like Faye Dunaway after the Oscars. Remember that famous picture of her sitting in absolute desolation?
It is true. People rip down their Christmas tree on Christmas Day. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But it's sort of, when people do that, which is the MO of the society right now, they're spoiling their appetite. They're about to go to a great dinner, and they're eating a bunch of trash before the dinner. They're eating McDonald's or something. You've got to save up your appetite, but literally too. I mean, in a penitential season, you're not supposed to gorge yourself too much. And then on Christmas, you get to celebrate for 12 days. And this is a really beautiful thing, because now we're just content on December 25th. We end the war on Christmas. We can be fighting that war for another dozen days. We can have our lefties so angry.
What is the point of salvation and joy if you can't destroy the opposition? I think
that's right.
There are also people. There are also people who complain that Christmas is essentially a pagan holiday.
Yeah.
And my feeling about that is if Christianity came in and deified all the good things of the pagans, that's a huge win. Right?
That is a big win for a couple of reasons. One, if we baptize pagan things, that makes the pagan things better.
Exactly.
But also because our civilization comes from Athens and Jerusalem.
Yep.
We have classical roots, of course, and we take those things and we don't just remain mired in paganism, but we do have a through line and a continuity in our culture, and it gets better and better until it gets worse.
until it stops. Well, until they abandon the Christianity. I mean, that is the thing. A lot of people, especially around here where there's a lot of non-Catholics.
That's true.
They pick on you. But the Catholic Church was a little kind of Tiffany egg that held the classical culture inside it. All those monks reading, Aristotle.
Of course, that's exactly right. Yeah, and that's why I'm going back. I'm always looking for Advent reads. Yeah. I'm reading Saint Athanasius right now.
Saint Athanasius.
And it's really,
I may have read that actually. Yeah.
He has a piece on the Incarnation.
Yeah.
And there are so many good. I mean, I really wish people would dig into this because now, we talk about how great Santa Claus is, but if you dig into the classical stories, you remember Santa Claus punched a heretic in the face. The heretic. There's so much there.
True story. It's true. All right. What are you talking about?
Today, I will be exploring first the war on Advent. I'll be going into it a little bit more, and then I will be talking about George Bush and the most important thing. I'm ignoring Mueller. I'm done with Bob Mueller.
Yeah.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
She is the woman is a dummy.
Well, what's amazing is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the riots in Paris, flipping cars, killing people. Do you know what they have in common?
What's that?
It's all about global warming. We'll explain the global warming roots in our show.
Thank you. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you.
You're back. Merry Christmas.
Happy Advent.
Penitential Advent.